Vigilante. Resist the system, you know what I'm saying? Feel good right now. Let's get it.
Keep it 100. Hey, minor is the one you want talking to your sons. I can talk about God, I can tell them about drugs. I can show them how to move when they see you in the mud. Get to work and make a brick. It was me and Doc putting everything on the house, investing everything in music, then explain it to the spouse. Came a long way from sleeping on my brother's couch. Realest you done met, call her op, he a vouch. Yeah, I own a few mistakes, but being fake ain't one of these. Matter of fact, I probably kept it too real for TV. I can tell you all the lies your favorite rapper like the dream. Like that diamond chain real, and he bought it with his stream. She gon' drop it, put her hands on her knees for the scene. We just swipe, addicted to the dopamine. It's just entertainment. Fight each other to the death on this slave ship. I know a preacher used to judge everybody little raps. Night, freaky. Imagine that. Pay attention to the ones like the judge you the most. Don't be surprised if you see them at a Diddy party. I'm not impressed enough for you to press me. I ain't pressed, dog. You don't make enough for you to check me. Can't check me. I don't fear man, just the one who made man with his hands and it's on him to bless me. I'm blessed. God got my future. I've been booming down this metro. How your voice electric, but your verse is all petrol. I went through some things, wrote up my pain and made the best smoke. I know I ain't perfect, it's just Christ that paid the debt. So yeah, I took some time to myself.
I done woke up, slept on me, trying to eat with vultures. Y'all look frail, let me feed the culture. Can't get full of the lead and coke, huh? Still sober? Y'all OD, follow me. Where the rain follow me, king. Yeah, I know the king, Martin Luther King. You ain't really on the throne, boy, you in a dream. Wake up, y'all don't want it. Down to the white, I better put Milo on it. And let's soon Chico Milo, homie. And if I'm scared, I guess I don't know it. Cause I'm still going still right where the heat at. And where I ain't supposed to be, that's where I be at. And I spit that, sit back, listen to the truth while the sky crack and the Lord get back. Or somebody wants to get back and they click clack, leave it bent back, looking at the syntax. Never left, but I've been back, cross on my bit neck, and I don't rap gospel, I live that. But I'm nothing but a gimmick. You see me in the club, funny, you was in it. Skip a cosign, shout out to the homie Kendrick. And all I hear is crickets when I run into the critics. Oh well, show tells me a lot when they tell me to rock. Keep my eyebrows raised, man, what I'm cooking. And the sales may drop, yeah, the mail may stop, but they ask for the truth, yeah, I'm a dork. They like, how you do that now? Sound kinda nice, boy, who that down? Is everything real good, true and fair? But you probably wouldn't listen if you knew that down. If you knew that down.
The heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing has.
So keep your chin tucked. It's the one only goes with a shadow in the front. Hope y'all having a blessed Sunday. Damn, it's Sunday afternoon already. Holy damn. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. What time was this stream supposed to be? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it now. I thought I had it for 11. Yo, I slept in. Okay, fine. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I just don't like sleeping in on Sundays. But anyway, let me get straight to what we're doing today. Let me get y'all. So a lot happened yesterday. Well, actually, I don't know whether to say a lot happened yesterday or not. I guess in a way you could say a lot happened yesterday. Okay, I guess you could say that. As far as like, there were more like controversies that happened yesterday more than action, in my opinion. We had Sean Garcia. I went over this yesterday. Sean Garcia got stopped by Amado Vargas, right? Oshaki Foster got robbed. So a clear robbery there. Shakur Stevenson once again fights in New Jersey and gets booed. I'm gonna get to Shakur in a second, but you know, I want to say this. I think I've been unfair on Shakur a little bit because I looked at his fight again. I think it's a little bit unfair to judge somebody on what they can only do. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? Like if I was playing basketball and I really don't have a jump shot, but I'm fast, right? And I use my speed, like, what do you expect me to do? You know what I mean? Like, I could work on my jump shot, but if I don't have a jump shot, I don't have a jump shot. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like for that reason, I probably maybe misjudged Shakur a little. I've been kind of hard on Shakur, right? I've been hard on Shakur for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's from Jersey like me. Okay? And any fighter that I support, I'm very hard on that fighter, bro. It is what it is. I'm not one of these dudes that go around capping for fighters and like, for instance, the other day I went off on Tio. If you go back to my live, right? Anybody that knows me and has been following me knows I fuck with Teofimo Lopez, bro. I fuck with Teofimo Lopez heavy. Go look back at my live about a couple days ago. I went off on Tio, bro. I went off on him for like an hour and a half. Why did I do that? I did that because I fuck with him and I'm not going to hold back on criticizing him, bro. I'm not. I see too many people in this community make excuses for the fighters that they follow, bro. They don't want to be real with the fighters that they support. I'm not like that. I'm not like that, bro. Like, if I support you, I'm going to be hard on you, bro. And I'm going to expect more out of you. However, Shakur yesterday, to be fair, yesterday I was watching, if you know, yesterday there was a lot of boxing going on. It's almost damn near impossible to catch all those fights at once unless you got 3 TVs set up. And you got everything playing all at once, right? That's why I have ESPN. That's why I'm subscribed to ESPN. That's why if you have the zone, if it's not a pay-per-view, you go back and you watch the fights the next day. That's what I do. Because when there's like multiple fights going on, normally I have 2 monitors here. I have a TV right here. I try to catch as much fights as I can, but damn it, I only got 2 eyes, bro. I can only watch what's in front of me. So yesterday, one of the things I followed, I really wanted to pay attention to was Ryan Garcia's brother. Which, by the way, I see that the word attendance is misspelled right there. I actually got the other one with it. I got OCD, bro. Let me take that shit off real quick. Hold on. Let me get the one that actually says attendance spelled correctly. I'm just like that. I have OCD like a motherfucker, bro. Okay, hold on. Which one is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Is this the one? There you go. So, hold on one second. Do I stand with Ryan? What do you mean? Yo, what is up with y'all? Yo, hold on. Why does everybody keep asking me that, bro? I don't care. Listen, why do you care who I stand with or who I don't stand with? Why? Why do you? What? Yeah, it was an entertaining fight. Hold up. Before I go all over the place, bro. Yo, like 50 people asked me this, bro. Do you know people literally unsubscribed to me because I said I don't even care? I don't care, bro, whether you unsubscribe to me or not. I don't know. I don't even know what you mean when you say, do I stand with Ryan? What does that mean? Do I stand with him in what? Do I stand with him talking about black people in a negative light? No, I don't. I don't stand with him for talking about black people in a negative light. And if you know me, I don't give a fuck about my own race either. I don't mean it like I don't like Puerto Ricans. I love Puerto Ricans. What I mean is bro, like, I'm not just going to stick up for somebody because they look like me. So let me make that clear. I went over this the other day. I'm not going to stick up for somebody just because they look like I don't know who they are. Let me give an example, brother. You Mexican, right? Okay, go pick a Mexican brother off the street, right? Bring him into your house. Go to work. And let's say your wife is a little bit promiscuous. You think he's not going to fuck your wife? I mean, think about this, bro. Think. I mean, let's be completely honest here. Like, just because a person look like you is from the same place as you doesn't mean that they're gonna respect that. That's why I don't do that. That's number one. Number two, I went over this the other day. I've been jumped by Puerto Ricans more than anybody in my life. So I don't just stand with somebody just because they Puerto Rican. So that's that. Do I stand with Ryan as far like what I do stand with Ryan is on the topic of free speech, bro. Okay? That I do. I don't, regardless, look. Regardless whether you agree with somebody or not, bro. What's going on, OG? Regardless whether you agree with somebody or not, bro, you do got the right to say that, bro. You could say whatever you want to say. That's just number one. That's just you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ryan can say whatever he wants. But give you an example, yesterday, Ryan comes to support his brother. Right? Did you see how Ryan was? Okay, let me ask you, did you support Ryan yesterday with the shit that he was doing? Did you support him yesterday? Did you stand with him yesterday? Because I don't know. From what I saw, he made it a lot worse on his brother, bro. A lot worse on his brother. His brother, number one, didn't even want to be there. His brother did not want to fight yesterday, bro. I don't care what anybody says. I've been watching boxing since I was a kid. I'm pretty sure y'all been watching boxing. Like, you guys are boxing fans. I'm a boxing fan. You cannot tell me that Sean Garcia wanted to be in that ring yesterday. You cannot tell me that, bro. You cannot tell me that. That guy was so uncomfortable. He was so uncomfortable at the weigh-in. The kid was so uncomfortable. I could tell when somebody is nervous. I could tell when somebody, I mean, listen, it's okay to be nervous in a boxing fight, but let me make this clear. If you come out of shape or you're scary or you're scared, you shouldn't be boxing, bro. Okay? You should not be boxing. If you don't take boxing serious and you are scared, you should not get in the ring. That's how you fuck around and get hurt. And I'm telling you right now, Ryan Garcia's brother did not want to be in that ring yesterday. How do I know? Okay. I've seen like 3 of his fights already. I've seen 3 of his fights prior to that. He's a prospect. Amado Vargas is a prospect, which by the way, Amado Vargas is not good, bro. He's not. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. He's not that good. He's not that good, which goes to show you. If you look at Sean Garcia and you look at Amado Vargas and you put them side by side and you take their attributes, who do you think is a better fighter? Honestly, who do you think is a better fighter? I say Sean Garcia. Sean Garcia, to me, is a better fighter. He lost yesterday because he was overweight. He was flabby. He had love handles. He looked like he was in fat camp. He looked like he didn't want to be there. His brother was there. His brother was acting a fool. Once again, Ryan had to get escorted out. All that shit matters, bro. All that matters. The Garcia family has been through so much in the past couple of weeks, thanks to Ryan, by the way. So when you say, do I stand with Ryan? I don't know what you mean. Do I stand with him for doing all the fuck shit he's doing? No, I don't. No, I don't, bro. But at the end of the day, what I do stand with is this. I'm a veteran and I believe in freedom of speech, bro. So whatever you want to say is whatever you want to say. Let me make it clear. I never talk about politics here. But let me make it clear. I'm not a liberal, bro. Okay? I have a conservative mindset. My mindset is like this. You don't work, you don't eat. You lazy, you shouldn't get welfare. Okay? That's my mindset. If you have a kid out of wedlock and I don't know, the mom doesn't want you still got to support the kid, bro. Like I have a conservative mindset. I believe you should have guns and protect your family. I believe you should be free to say whatever you want to say. Worship any God you want to worship. That is my belief. I do not believe in transgender. I'm sorry, I don't. These are just my beliefs, bro. So I believe that you have a freedom to say whatever you want. That does not mean that I stand with everything that you say. And I don't stand with the shit that Ryan's been doing, bro. The reason why I don't stand with the shit Ryan's been doing is because look at how it's affected his family. You cannot tell me for 1 second, you cannot tell me for 1 second that the stuff that Ryan's been doing did not affect his brother's fight last night. There's no way you could tell me it didn't. There's no way you could tell me. There's no way you could tell me what Ryan's been doing did not affect his brother yesterday. I'm not saying that Ryan is the reason why his brother lost. I'm not saying that. But what I am going to tell you is that I can almost guarantee you that the training camp that Sean had was affected by Ryan. I could tell you the mindset he had was affected by Ryan. Did you see how Ryan walked in the ring with his brother? Did you see that? Did you see that? Exactly, bro. Exactly. And I said this the other day. You know, I honestly believe, brother, that it comes from how you're raised. Let me give an example. Look, OG, right? OG, I think OG, Sergeant, let me see, OG, Sergeant. There's a couple of other of my mods. That are from what they say that the MXBC. I don't know. I'm not sure if they are or not, but I'm gonna give an example. The other day, someone came into my channel and said, "Hey, Shadow, do you know that your mods are from MXBC?" Right now, I don't know if you know what MXBC is. I guess it's like, you know how they got that. I'm just saying from my experience, bro. From my experience, I've been doing this shit for like 3 years. When I first came to YouTube, right, I was subscribed to, when I first came to YouTube, let me tell you this. When I first came to YouTube, I did not know that they had groups. I just thought you had a boxing channel and you uploaded highlights. I swear to you, I did not know nothing about the LDBC, the MXBC, the CCD. I know about none of that shit. None of that. All I knew is that I love boxing and that I would watch boxing highlights, right? So I remember because I was at the VA at the time when I first got into this shit. I was at the VA. I was in recovery for my PTSD, and I was going through addiction at the time. This was about maybe 5 years ago. So you gotta understand my mindset, okay? I'm getting clean from drugs and alcohol from coming out the military, and I have PTSD, and I'm at the VA. This is when I first got into YouTube. Okay, I had just got home. I was clean. I was having a brand new life, right? And I subscribed to these channels. I did not know what was it do, Champ Side or whatever. I had no idea. All I know is I start watching, and like within like 2 or 3 days, I start realizing every time there was a Latino boxer named, bro, they were like low-key racist. It felt like to me, or discriminating. I don't know. So at the time, I'm like, this is weird. This is kind of weird. So one day, this is when I found out what it was. So one day they were doing a live. And I think they were talking about Tank. And I called up. And mind you, at the time, this is when they had the 4 Kings. Remember the 4 Kings, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis. All 4 were undefeated. All 4 was in the 135-pound division. All 4, right? So at the time, they're talking about Tank. And I think they're talking about Loma or some shit, right? So I call up. And I've always fucked with Tio, right? So I'm like, hey, what about Teofimo Lopez? Bro, these motherfuckers went off on me, and that's when I realized something ain't right here. Something that how you not gonna talk about another? He's in the same division. He's in the same division. He's undefeated too. Like what are we talking about here? So I started realizing there's a lot of like discrimination in my eyes. So then I moved over and I found other channels that I felt like were more were more to my liking. I'm not saying they're perfect, but they were more to my liking, right? That's when I found Black and Brown. I found Punch. I think I found Rapstar from the UK. I found all these other channels that, to me, were more fitted. They fitted to my personality and the way that I view boxing. Okay? Then I start my own channel months later, and there was a group called the MXBC, which is like anti-LDBC, is like pro-Mexicans. Y'all should know y'all in it. Half of y'all in it. Half of y'all in it. There's a reason why I'm telling you this. There's a reason why I'm telling you this. That group attacked me more than anybody. More than any. Now, I'm Latino. They attacked me because I like Boots. I liked Chris Colbert. I like black fighters, right? I like Latino fighters. I like all fighters. But they attacked me on a weekly basis, bro. On a weekly basis, they attacked me. Why am I telling you this? Because years later, I have my channel, and some of my mods are in the are in the MXBC, right? That I know, I think I know, because people tell me, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Because when I know they support me and they're here, and when they're here, they don't do the shit that I ask them to do. All I ask is you just respect people as their race. You don't do that shit here. Black, Latino, anything. Don't talk about children. And don't talk about women. That's the only thing I ask. Anything else, you can say whatever you want to call me a bitch. Call me a bitch, bro. Come at me all you want. I dropped the link. Matter of fact, anytime somebody pops shit to me, I drop the link ASAP, bro. Y'all should know that about me. I asked few things here, bro. Few things. Respect people where they're from, because you cannot control that. You know what I mean? You didn't get no questionnaire before you were born. It was like, do I want to be black, white? You didn't get no. So therefore, you shouldn't attack somebody over that. Talk about women. I'm talking about children. Other than that, we good. We good. You can say whatever you want here. Call me a bitch. Call me whatever. I'll drop the link. You got something to say to me? Go ahead. So I know some of my mods are in the MXBC, but they respect me when they're here. And that's what I mean by, bro, who do I stand with? Ryan? I stand with what I feel is right for me. I don't stand with a Puerto Rican because he's Puerto Rican, bro. I don't do that shit. I done told you that already. I done told you it's like my own people have hurt me the most in my life. I stand with people that respect me. So that's number one. Do I stand with what Ryan's been doing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's no way on earth that you could sit here and tell me that Ryan had no effect on what happened to his brother yesterday, because he did. He did. The way Ryan's been acting did affect his family. You saw how he walked into the ring yesterday? Did you see how he walked into the ring yesterday? Well, by the way, somebody made a stupid ass comment in my fucking video. Let me make this clear too, by the way. I shouldn't even have to explain myself, but I'm going to do it anyway because, you know, it's my channel. I do whatever the hell I feel like. Yesterday, I made a live after Sean Garcia lost, right? Now, I went back and I looked at the live. Yes, I was repeating myself a lot. Because somebody was like, man, you sound like a broken record. Okay, number one, my guy, that wasn't a pre-recorded video. That's a live. I'm doing it as the fight ended, bro. As the fight ended. You see how people are coming in right now? You see how people are just coming in right now and just throwing comments? So that's what's happening when I'm doing the live. So people are coming in like, yo, what happened? So I got to repeat myself. That's number one. Number two, when you say, yo, you shit ain't got to be an hour. Motherfucker, I'll make my live 4 or 5 hours if I want. What you mean, do I got to be an hour? You ain't got to stay an hour. You can stay 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. What you going to tell me how long my live going to be? I'll leave this shit live and go to work and come back if I want, bro. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people, bro? So, did you see how Ryan came into the ring yesterday? Anybody? Number one, I didn't think that Ryan was going to be there because the day before, I was like, yo, Ryan should be there to support his brother. In my opinion, I said Ryan should be there. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Well, let's go over it again. I'm gonna go over it step by step. Why? Okay. We're gonna go into. There's a lot that happened yesterday. There's robberies that happened yesterday. Shakur got booed again yesterday. I'm gonna get into that. Which, by the way, not to go all over the place, but I will say, before I get back to Ryan, I will say this. I do feel like I've been hard I'm gonna get to Shakur in a second. I feel like I was yesterday. I feel like I was a little bit unjust on Shakur. Okay. First off, I admit if I feel like I'm wrong. Yesterday, I feel like I was a little bit wrong on Shakur. Why? Number one, I did not watch the whole fight live, so I have to be like when I'm wrong, bro. I make it clear that I'm wrong. I think the one I had a live where me and Tycho were going back and forth about Canelo, right? And we were cursing at each other, right? Tycho supported me since day one. He thinks Canelo's a duck, bro. Okay. I went off on him because I'm like, how can you think that? And I'm over here chatting. That's his opinion, right? Anyway, I went back and I looked and I felt bad because he's rocked with me since day one. Who the fuck am I to tell him how he feels? So I apologize to him. That's just how I am. So yesterday I looked back and I think I was a little bit unfair to Shakur. Why? I didn't see the fight live. I saw the last 3 rounds. And today I watched the fight over. My opinion still stands, but still, it was wrong for me to say something without watching the whole fight. You see what I'm saying? I got to give everyone a fair shake, bro. And I don't think I gave him a fair shake. But before I get back to Shakur, let me explain to you why. Let me explain to you why I wanted Ryan there. Okay? I went through this the other day. Going back over here, if you remember, we're going to do this again. Let me state, because people were like, why did you want Ryan there? Why? I'm going to tell you why I wanted Ryan there. Yeah, he got beat up, Sean. Yeah. I'm going to show you why. So I did this the other day, but you know, the day before yesterday, people were saying, why would you want Ryan there? Why? Okay, number one, let me explain this to you. You guys have been watching boxing just as long as I have. Okay? The Garcias versus the Vargases, they're boxing families. You guys understand that, right? Fernando Vargas got 3 sons. All 3 sons box. Henry Garcia got Sean and Ryan. They box. These are boxing families, regardless whether, however you want to look at Ryan and Sean, you want to call Ryan and Sean TikTok YouTubers, it don't matter. The fact of the matter is they are a boxing family. They've been in the amateurs with Devin Haney and T.O., and they know all of them, and they've traveled together. They went to amateur tournaments. You got to understand that this is a boxing family, bro. The Vargases are the same way. Fernando Vargas was one of my favorite fighters at one point. I mean, I went for Tito Trinidad when he fought Vargas, but it is what it is. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's got a boxing family. He's got 3 sons. These are 2 boxing families with a rivalry, I guess, somewhat of a rivalry. I wouldn't necessarily call it the only reason why it's a rivalry is because they're boxing families. That's it. Okay? You got the Vargases who claim, you know, they were saying that they're real Mexicans and Ryan's not a real Mexican and going off on Ryan's family, right? And you got Ryan acting a fool, right? But meanwhile, it's Sean that's fighting. It's not even Ryan that's fighting. It's Sean that's fighting. So why did I want Ryan there? For the simple fact that they're 2 boxing families, bro. And I went through this already. I may not agree with everything that my older brother, I don't get along with him. Okay? I don't get along with my older brother. We are totally different, but I'm gonna be there for my brother, bro. I don't care. I don't care if me and my brother don't get along. That's my brother, bro. I'm going to be there for him. So the reason why I wanted Ryan there is because when Ryan had his most important fight against Tank, right? You know, when people get their hands wrapped, right? When people get their hands wrapped, supposedly how it's supposed to be. Hold on 1 second. What the hell? My bad. I'm sorry, bro. I should have had that ready. My bad, bro. I don't like doing that. I don't like getting up during my lives. It's almost like eating in front of somebody, bro. My bad. What was I saying? Okay, you know when a fighter gets his hands wrapped, right? When a fighter gets his hands wrapped, you know and I know that supposedly somebody from the other camp is supposed to be watching his hands getting wrapped, right? If you remember, Estrada and Bam Rodriguez last week fought, and if you remember, something happened with the hand wraps. Do you guys remember that? If you go behind the scenes, you're gonna see that they made Estrada take his gloves off. Now, I don't know what the reason was. It didn't make any sense to me, but it sounded like to me that Estrada got his hands wrapped and somebody from Bam Rodriguez's camp wasn't there. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. Maybe y'all could tell me. But if you go behind the scenes, you're gonna see. What's his name? His trainer went into the room, and you see Estrada taking off his gloves. Like they're arguing, and they're telling Estrada to take off his gloves. It looked like to me that when he got his hands wrapped, somebody from the other camp wasn't there. Now, to me, that's your fault. That's your fault. But somebody is supposed to be there watching your hands getting wrapped from the other camp. It could be your father. It could be your trainer, whoever you choose, bro. You want to pick somebody off the street? Go ahead. But the point is, when Tank was getting his hands wrapped, when he was fighting Ryan, who was there? Sean, Ryan's brother. Ryan's brother was right there. You even got Tank. Tank said himself he was nervous because of what Sean was saying. I'm going to show you right here. I've showed this before, but he said he was nervous because of what Brian's, he said that he's getting his hands wrapped, and Ryan's brother sitting there right there telling him, hey, bro, you're going to feel it as soon as that bell rings, bro. And Tank's like, what? He's like, yeah, you're going to feel it. And Tank said he got nervous, right? So here it is right here. I've showed this before, but show it again.
Frank Martin. It will have been 14 months since he last fought. That fight against Ryan Garcia was arguably Tank's greatest professional achievement yet.
That's what you trained for, short.
Bro, I was nervous.
You're gonna feel it right away. Huh? You're gonna feel it right away.
I'm a what?
You're gonna feel it right away.
When his brother came in, I mean, he told me, like, you gonna feel it. I said, what? But I heard what he said, though. I kept asking him, like, what? I was nervous.
So his brother was there, right? His brother's always been there for Ryan's fights, always. So that's why I said I would like to see Ryan there for his brother, right? Now, when I said that, I mean just pure support. I didn't mean for what Ryan to do what he did yesterday. Yesterday, bro, let me tell you something. When you ask me, do I stand with Ryan? No. Not with the shit he's been doing. No. This dude came into the ring going ballistic. His brother, you know, I wonder if I could show it. Did you guys see when they were walking in? Sean looked so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. I think I showed the weigh-in the other day. Let me show you the weigh-in. You want to see somebody who looks uncomfortable to me? I'm going to show you right now. You guys been watching boxing just as long as me. This kid was uncomfortable, man. He was uncomfortable. You could tell by his face. You could tell by his demeanor. You could tell by everything. He was very uncomfortable. Okay? Let me show it to you right here. Let me show it to you right here. Now, am I going to blame Ryan? Yeah, some of it, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm not going to blame all of it on Ryan. Sean is his own man. But yeah, I do. Some of the blame falls on Ryan. Yes. Here, so let me show you right here. As you know, Sean Garcia also missed weight by 3 pounds, which is kind of this is another thing real quick. I don't know what is it with the Garcia family, but let me explain something to you, bro. As a boxing fan, I'm gonna say this right now. You missing weight on purpose, bro. You missing weight on purpose so you can get an advantage, to me, is low-key some fuck shit, bro. I don't care where you're black, white. Well, listen, we agree to come in at 140. If me and you come and agree to come in at 140, that means I'm going to cut my weight and I'm going to come in at 140. You should do the same. You should do the same. The last few pounds when you're cutting are the worst. Are the worst. I've been through this already. I've told you about the UFC. There's a documentary on the UFC. By the way, I still got to give you that guy's link. There's a documentary that the UFC did on weight cuts, right? And sometimes I hear that boxing is even worse because they mention boxing in the documentary. They mention boxing. They say sometimes boxing is even worse. The UFC had to implement a medical program. A medical program the UFC had to, because weight cutting is so bad, right? They now have doctors that have to be on standby, right? So in the documentary, you see people weight cutting, like, what was it? What's his name? TJ Dillashaw. I'm not a huge UFC fan. Maybe you guys know him. TJ Dillashaw. He got suspended for like using steroids and shit. But there was one where he weight cutted to fight Henry Cejudo. Okay? He was going to fight Henry Cejudo. Anyway, he's cutting weight and it looked atrocious, bro. It looked atrocious. The dude looked like a cancer patient, like he was dying in the fourth state, right? The whole documentary, it's showing fighters passing out, going up on stage, falling out. It tells you how much weight cuts affect your body. To the point where now they have a medical system, right? So, going back to the Garcias. Those last couple of pounds that you're cutting, bro, affect you, okay? They affect you. So you purposely missing weight, saying, I'm going to pay a fine, to me is low-key fuck shit, bro. That's just my opinion. I don't care who does it. I don't care. If you say you're going to come in at 140 and I say I'm going to come in at 140 and you decide at 143, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop because I know these last couple of pounds are going to drain me or whatever. That's fuck shit to me, bro. Sean did the same thing against Amado Vargas, and that shit backfired. Now, I don't know whether he did it on purpose. I think he did. Ryan Garcia missed weight by 3 pounds when he fought Devin Haney. Sean, right here, as you're going to see, missed weight by 3 pounds. The only difference is Sean looks very uncomfortable here. This is why I say I don't think Sean really wanted to fight. Look at his demeanor here. Look at his demeanor. Now, I've seen Sean fight before, by the way. I've seen him fight. So he never looked like this. He never looked this uncomfortable prior to a fight. But here he is right here. This was the weigh-in.
Let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. The first, second, and all with 1 draw and 2 knockouts from the famed Garcia family. Once again, please welcome Sean Sugar Rush Garcia.
Dude is not even like he doesn't even attempt to make weight, bro. Doesn't even
Sean Garcia weighs in at 138.1 pounds.
138 pounds, right? For a 140-pound fight. No, for a 135-pound fight, I think it was. I think it was 135, right? Yeah, it was, because look at what Amado comes in at.
Now his opponent, also undefeated, 10-0 with 4 knockouts from the famed Vargas family. Please welcome Amado and the Vargas.
Baby!
Amado Vargas weighs in at 134.1 pounds.
134.1. So, okay, so he comes in at 138. The other dude comes in at 134. Okay. So, that whole on purpose missing weight, bro, I'm going to go ahead and pay a fine. I don't like that. I personally don't like that. I don't like it. I don't care who does it. Those last couple of pounds that you're cutting, bro, that matters, bro. The reason why I didn't care when Ryan did it to Devin is because it was Devin. That's why. You want the honest truth? It's because it was Devin. And I didn't like the fact that Devin always, everybody he fought, he rehydrated. We knew that shit here. We knew it here. We always talked about it. Okay? Devin is a huge fighter, always having these advantages when he rehydrates. Even though it's legal, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. I have the freedom to go call women fat if they're fat, right? That don't make it right. So that's why. It was because it was Devin. I didn't care. But other than that, I don't think it's right. If you have a contracted weight, that's the weight you should come in at, in my opinion. He does the same thing his brother does. Ryan came over 3 pounds overweight when he fought Devin. Sean Garcia tried to do the same thing against Amado Vargas. Now, I don't know whether he did it on purpose like his brother, because I do believe Ryan did kind of do it on purpose against Devin. Now, I don't know whether Sean did it on purpose thinking he was going to have an advantage, but I do know one thing. He did not make weight. He did not look like he was in shape. He did not look comfortable. And he looked even more uncomfortable when he was walking to the ring with his brother. So Ryan is going off, cursing at everybody, right? Ryan gets in the ring. Sean is, look, you can see his face. And Ryan is cursing at everybody. He's cursing at Fernando Vargas. He's pointing his finger at Amado Vargas. He's like, yeah, you're going to get fucked up, this and that. He does all this crazy stuff and then just leaves the ring and leaves his brother there to pick up the pieces. I mean, to me, Ryan has done nothing but put a lot of stress on his family, in my opinion. I don't know what's wrong with Ryan, but I do know that one thing. I used to think he was trolling. After yesterday, he's not trolling, bro. He's not trolling. So it's either the people around Ryan or he's using drugs. It don't matter, bro. But the kid is a loose cannon. And I said to somebody yesterday, bro, he was at an arena. Nobody did anything to him or anything like that. Somebody said in the comments to me, man, what are you, dumb? He's got bodyguards. This, that, blah, blah. Bro, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Rick Ross is worth $200 million. Did you see what happened to him the other week? Rick Ross was at an arena too with his big bodyguards. What happened to him? And those were Drake fans. White Drake fans got to Rick Ross, bro, and beat up his bodyguards and everything. So don't tell me because Ryan's a millionaire and got some bodyguards that if people don't want to get to him, they can get to him, bro. Rick Ross got some huge ass bodyguards, bro. And he had a lot more than what Ryan has. And he's worth a lot more than what Ryan is. And you got white, angry Drake fans that got the Rick Ross and beat up his bodyguard. So don't tell me if somebody didn't want to get the Ryan, they ain't going to get the Ryan. I don't want to hear that, bro. Some of y'all don't use your head. Some of y'all really don't use your head, bro. So, in the fight, I went over this yesterday too. Let me show it again. It has no audio. Just with my luck, the shit that I do, I have the worst luck, bro. But anyway, this was where he got, okay, so just going into the fight quickly, real quick. Hold on, let me see something. Let me back up real quick. He said I'm CCD. Yeah, I appreciate you, Hawker. Yeah, so, okay. So when the fight started, let me make it clear. I don't think Amado Vargas is that good of a fighter. Okay, I don't think he's all he did was bum rush Sean. That's all he did. He bum rushed Sean and was throwing bolos to the body. He was throwing a lot of body shots. They were damaging, by the way. But the reason why I don't think he's that good is because I'm watching this kid, and this kid got no foot placement. When he's throwing his punches, he's leaving himself open. If I was to look at Sean and look at Amado side by side, just based off pure boxing abilities, if before this fight you showed me Sean and you showed me Amado and you showed me them fight side by side, and you were to tell me to pick somebody, I would pick Sean. Because Sean, to me, has more, I would say, even though he looks like that and he looks out of shape, he looks more, he seems like the more, I don't know the word for it. I'm not going to say athletic, but what I am going to say is he looks more of like, I don't know the word. Let it come to me later. But what I am saying is this: when I see Amado fighting, he's throwing these punches and he's wide open. Okay, he's not going to remain undefeated long. Okay, I think he's at 135, right? He's at 135. He's 10-0 now. He's 11-0. But he was gassed. He himself was gassed by the fourth round. You could actually hear them saying, "Look, Amado is getting gassed and everything. He's just throwing these bolos. He's not stopping. He's just coming forward, bro." And I just don't think that, from what I saw, I out of the Vargas's family, I think he's the least one that could fight. The reason why Sean lost that fight, in my opinion, is because Sean was not in shape, and I do think the kid was scared. I do think the kid was scared. Why was he scared? Did you see the first 2 rounds? Sean Garcia is he says it himself. He's a 4-round. He said himself at the press conference. It's no secret. He said, "I'm gonna knock him out in 4 rounds because I know that I start fast." He did not start fast yesterday. He did not even throw one punch in the first round until like the last 30 seconds because Amado was just straightforward, throwing all these bolos, and all you saw was Sean like this for most of the first round. Sean was just curled up like this, letting Amado just go crazy on him. Now, I don't know if that was a strategy or whatever, but to me, bro, when somebody is rushing you or whatever, unless you're purposely trying to wear them out, like, you got to throw something back to get his respect. Sean, a lot of times, could have backed Amado up and hurt him, but he just looked like he was out of shape, or he didn't want to throw a punch, bro. He looked very intimidated. And I don't think his brother made things a lot better because of the way that Ryan came into the ring. Then after the fight was over, Ryan had to be escorted out of the arena. So when I say I wanted Ryan to be there for his brother, yes, but not like that. But maybe that's why people think he shouldn't be there. But regardless, I feel bad a little bit in a way for Henry and Ryan's mom. But here's the point. Here is the part where Vargas drops Sean. There's no audio. Remember, there's no audio, but here it is right here. Hold on, let me go back to that. It was a quick uppercut. Drops him right there. Sean doesn't even look like he wants to get up. This is what Amado was doing to him all night. Just crowding him. Coming forward like that. And then Sean would have little flashes of coming back, like right here. And you can see flashes of Ryan Garcia right here. But see, he's gassed. Look at his face. He's gassed. And then Amato just kept doing this all night, coming forward, throwing body bolo shots. Bam, just that over and over and over and over again. He would not stop coming forward, throwing those body shots. And that shit, it was over, bro. I do not think, though, if I was to look at these guys, I would honestly tell you that if I was to pick, I think that Sean is the better boxer, bro. That is my opinion. But that goes to show you that what coming in shape, having heart, can win you a fight. Because I believe that's why Amato won that fight. I think he won that fight because he was in shape. He wasn't scared. He stuck to his game plan. Meanwhile, Sean came in 3 pounds overweight. I don't know if his brother told him to do that, to be like Devin or whatever. Nah. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's miss weight and I'll pay a fine because I don't want to cut the last couple of pounds so I can have an advantage. If that's the case, bro, then don't fight at that weight. Fight at the weight that you're contracted at. I don't like that personally. I don't like that. Just because you could do it and pay a fine to me doesn't make it right. I don't like people that, let me explain to you what type of person I am, bro. If you're racist, I'd rather you tell me you're racist. Because at least I know where you stand. I'm not saying I'm happy that you don't like me, but at least I know where you stand. At least you're being honest with me. I don't like people that say, oh, well, I'm not racist, but then they are. You see what I'm saying? Like a two-faced person. I don't like people like that. And when you are contracted to do a weight, and meanwhile in the back of your head, you probably know the whole time you ain't gonna make weight. I don't like that, bro. I don't like it. And if some fighters were smart, in my opinion, I would have it in the contract, bro. If your ass don't forget a fine, you're not fighting me. That's what I would do. But then again, some people rely on boxing to pay their bills and to eat. So I just feel like the Garcias, bro, both of them came in 3 pounds overweight for their fights, and it's almost like it's on purpose, bro. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. They're calling. Why are they calling? Oh, you know what? I'm glad you brought this up. Let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me show you something real quick, brother. So the other day, here was another thing. When Ryan went off the other day, talking about black people and George Floyd, and he said the N-word with the ER, to me, that's different, right? But when I was telling people that I'm from New York and people say, Latinos say the N-word all the time, people were like, you don't believe me, bro. Let me show you. Let me show you how people are in New York, bro. If you've never lived in New York and you've never been to New York or New Jersey, bro, then you just don't know, bro. You don't know. So I'm going to show you. Just an example. Let me show you. Where is it at? Let me go to. Hold on 1 second. Okay, right here. Here we go. Go down. Give me a second. I'm finding it right here. If you're not from New York, New Jersey, bro, you're not gonna understand, bro. You're not gonna understand. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you right now. Here it is, right here. Hold on 1 second. Where is the shorter version of this? Because I'm not going to show the whole damn video. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. Okay. Right over here. Right over here. Is it? Let me just make sure that this is the right one. Okay. Well, back up here. Here it goes right here. So they're going in New York and they're asking people about the N-word, right? And he even bumps into a Puerto Rican girl, right? The reason why I'm showing you this is because I'm trying to show you how people are in New York, and that it's always about how it's your perspective and about how people are raised, bro. That's really what it's about. And I'm about freedom of speech, but I'm also about, you know, respecting people. But at the end of the day, I think people really misinterpret what people say sometimes. Like when Tio, while I'm looking for this, Tio, do you remember when Tio and Devin were standing face to face at that I forgot what fight it was. They were standing face to face. And Tio said the N-word with the A on the end, right? Mind you, Tio at the time is living in Florida, but is from Brooklyn. Brooklyn raised, Brooklyn born, right? That's what they say. Here it is right here. Okay, so let me go to this dude real quick. Let me show you where he's at right here. Because if you didn't know this dude was white, tell look how hood this kid. Look at this. Let me show you this right here. Okay, share the screen. Here it is right here. They're in New York asking people about the N-word, right? Look at this. Now, if you're from New York, then you know how people talk.
Urban white kids telling you can't say the N-word even though you grew up in the hood.
They do that shit all the time, bro. I be having like massive urban people be telling me that shit, but I don't know. Like, I don't care.
How do you respond?
I usually tell them eat a dick. Like, eat a Frank, bro. Like, the fuck? They're not gonna run it with me.
If they run it with you, what you gonna do?
I'll run it with them. Respectfully. I get my ass whipped. Still
that's
saying
right,
that shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, all right, I got a black eye. Now I'm still saying it. Like, you don't have to kill me, bro. Like, respectfully.
If you out here saying, "Oh, nigger," in my face, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you. I'm like, yo, bro, chill.
No, but if we're just talking casually, he's like, yeah, like, you know, like, nigga, this shit crazy. I'm like,
Yeah, say it then.
I'm like,
say it right now. Nah, that's weird. You're weird.
Nigga, then I say how that work.
See, you got to understand that in New York, bro, people say it as like differently. That kid is white, bro, but he says it like differently. Now, when Ryan says this shit, that was, to me, when you say it the way he said it, that's different, bro. But when Tio said it to Devin, people took that like really disrespect. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? It's because they don't like Tio, bro. It's simply what it is, bro. I don't say it personally. I don't say it personally anymore because when I was in the military, I said this before, but you know, one of my friends was from North Carolina, black dude, you know, still to this day, bro. Still to this day, one of the coolest dudes I've ever met, bro. He didn't like it when I said it. He didn't like it when I said it. He said that it made him feel a certain way. So I stopped saying it. I don't say the N-word, bro. I mean, there was like every once in a while, like I would, you know, slip up and say it, but I try not to say it out of respect for people. But I think people need to understand that words are powerful, but at the same time, bro, like I don't understand why people don't understand like if you have a freedom to do something, bro. I don't understand some people's mindset, bro. It is what it is. Ryan Garcia, the stuff that he does is uncalled for, in my opinion, because he's so erratic. He's erratic. He talks about Jesus 1 second, and then 4 seconds later, he's telling someone to suck his, you know what, right? That's erratic behavior to me. That's a person that is not thinking clearly. he also has people around him, by the way. I went through this the other day. He has people around him influencing him to do these things, bro. Influencing him to do these things. Do you guys know who the guy Two Tone is? You guys know who Two Tone is? Anybody? Two Tone is the guy that calls into the boxing voice. Do you know who he is? He's the guy that goes, he's the guy that goes respectfully or whatever. He calls into the boxing voice all the time. He's friends with Ryan, right? I don't know whether this dude is black. I don't know whether he's black, Dominican, or I don't know what he is, right? But he's friends with Ryan. How do I know he's friends with Ryan? Because when Ryan was gonna fight Tank, he was supporting Ryan, right? But when Ryan went off on this racist rant or whatever, right? He's upset with Ryan. So I came home and I saw his live going on, and he starts the live, and he's saying that he's upset with Ryan. And then as he's doing his live, Ryan calls him, right? And he's telling Ryan, yo, Ryan, I don't like that you said the N-word, right? I don't like that you said it. Well, the dude that's with Ryan is influencing Ryan to say that. This guy right here.
Panty pack, nigga. Panty pack, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
So the own dude that's with him, and he starts going back and forth with him, telling him, nah, Ryan can say whatever he wants.
I'm gonna be real with you. You my nigga.
No, I'm not your nigga. We cool, bro. You can't say that, bro.
Oh my God.
Get Luka Doncic off the camera. Put Ryan back on this shit, nigga.
Oh, damn, listen to the facts. You a weirdo, bitch ass nigga. We was on the real time.
So you see, the people around Ryan are telling him it's okay. This is why I say Ryan needs to get the people from around him away from him. To me, they're only with him because of his status, his money, or whatever. But as you see right there, see, people aren't understanding that Ryan, even though he's a grown man, Ryan is immature as hell. Do you know how immature and insensitive you gotta be to divorce your wife the day she has your baby? Was that his wife? Was that his wife? Do you know what type of person you gotta be? Even listen, my son's mother there's a lot of static between us, all right? I've had women say some shit to me in my life that have like messed with my pride. And any man that's been in a relationship like that should know. Women say some things that'll hurt you, right? Do you know how you gotta be to divorce your wife or to separate from your wife the day after she gives birth? That's Ryan. Ryan did that. Ryan, I believe, left his wife the day she had his kid, bro. So Ryan is not there. That's no excuse. But what I am saying is that the people around Ryan are affecting his life. As you see right there, that black guy's a rapper from, I don't know if he's from Louisiana, New Orleans, Houston, Texas. I don't know where he's from. But he's there the whole time telling Ryan he could say whatever he wants, this and that. He's over there arguing with the dudes, right? So, but you got people that will make it seem like Ryan is with the damn KKK. Ryan is just immature. Ryan, I think, is drinking all the time. It doesn't matter, bro. At the end of the day, I don't stand for a lot of the shit that he does, but you could tell the kid is not all there because he's not even respecting his family. In my opinion, if he was to respect his family, he wouldn't have did what he did last night. I think he made it worse for his brother. I think he made it worse for his father. His mother has cancer. Poor woman. Imagine what his mother's been through the past month or two. I know she loves her sons, bro. Henry Garcia, by the way, people look at Henry Garcia in a negative light now. The same way that they look at T.O. Sr. in a negative light. Why? Because T.O. Sr. is always going to back his son, bro. No matter what, you're going to back your son, right? Regardless if your son is acting a fool or not. So Henry goes to back Ryan, and look what happens to him. Now people are talking shit about Henry. What do you expect him to do? He's going to back his son, right? But even Henry now is like, yo, I can't do anything. Yo, look at my son. Like, he's literally out. Henry is out in public telling you, I don't agree with Ryan. I don't know why Ryan is saying this. So, in my opinion, I think somebody's going to try to hurt Ryan. I used to think he was trolling, but I don't think he's trolling. I think it's the people around him. I think he's young. He's got money. And I also think females are a bad influence too. Some females are a bad influence. And I know he be hanging around them young females and just acting stupid. Yeah, I mean, I got the most times in my life I was ever called a spick is when I was at Fort Lewis, which is kind of crazy to me. When I think about it, I went through more racism in the military than in my whole life, which is kind of weird to be honest, looking back at it. But not for nothing, but the military where I was at was like a world within a world. Fort Lewis was huge. And behind those walls, it was like a different world. It looks like America. There's parks, there's schools, there's everything. You don't even know you're at a base. Like when you first go in, there's a base, but then as you go in further, it spreads out. It's like a community. You don't even know you're at an army base. There's drugs there. There's gangs there. There's prostitution there. And it's so weird because you cannot just go to the police like you're property of the government. It was a weird time in my life. It was a weird time in my life. But getting back to so Sean, after the fight, by the way, I don't know if you saw what happened after the fight. So after the fight, the Vargases were quick to squash the beef with Sean. They squashed it with him quick as hell. Sean went over there, gave a hug to Armado. They were cool, really cool. Even Henry came over, said what's up to Fernando Vargas and everything. Ryan, on the other hand, they had to get him out of there, and they wanted to get at Ryan because Ryan, once again, is just being so that whole situation. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. What makes this shit worse is that Ryan will never stay off social media. He is incapable. He is incapable of staying off social media. And I believe sponsors have dropped Ryan now. You guys know who Dr. Disrespect is? Any one of y'all? Any one of y'all, like, do y'all game in the gaming community? There's a guy named Dr. Disrespect. Dude is like worth like $10 million. He wears this red outfit. He's like a famous gamer, right? This dude is so big in his community. What team, what he sponsors, he had a sponsor with these headsets. He had a sponsor with the NFL team. He was sponsored for the NBA 2K game that was coming out. And I don't know if it was it was an NFL team or whatever. It don't matter. This dude had sponsors and sponsors and sponsors, millions of dollars worth of sponsorship. He was caught. He was caught messaging a minor. He was caught messaging a minor, and he lost everything. I mean, he literally lost all his sponsors and everything like that. And I'm not saying it's as bad as that for Ryan, but Ryan's losing sponsors too. Like, but that goes to show you that just Ryan doesn't care though. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's gonna keep happening. So moving on from that, I did not catch the the Diaz and the Masvidal fight. Did you guys see that? I didn't really watch it. Yes, he will. Yeah. Look. I think Sean is actually a better fighter than Amato. Which, by the way, Amato Vargas. Now I know why Fernando Vargas has kept him away from fighting like how his other son fights. Because Amato Vargas is not that good. He's not that good. He's going to lose. If he fights anybody remotely good that's good at countering or has a good jab, is going to beat that kid. That kid just comes. You know what he reminds me of? Who was the dude that Floyd Mayweather fought? And who was the dude that Floyd Mayweather fought and beat him because he hit him? Like they were like the ref was breaking it up or whatever, and then like he went to go like say to Floyd, hey, like we good, like, and Floyd hit him and knocked him out. What was his name? And they kept saying, well, you gotta protect yourself at all times. Victor. What was his last name? Somebody tell me his last name. Ortiz. Thank you so much, D-Style. D-Style, I got your text, by the way. I text you back, brother. Victor Ortiz. Amato Vargas fights like a poor man Victor Ortiz, in my opinion, with less defense. Go look back at that fight. I'm telling you, listen, Sean Garcia was not in shape. He should have, in reality, if Amato was any better than what he was, he would have got Sean out of there. He's not that good, bro. He's not that good at all. The other Vargas is good. The one that signed the top rank. What's his name? Is it Emilio? Emilio is good. Emilio could fight. Amato can't fight. In fact, if they were to have a rematch this year and Sean was to actually come in on weight and not be so damn scared, I got him beating his ass, bro. I just think Sean is a better fighter. But also, last night also did another thing that made me think too. Last night, I kind of realized how limited actually Ryan Garcia is, in my opinion. The whole Garcia family, they have a hook. Well, it's just two brothers. But he throws his hook just like Ryan, but he doesn't have as much power. But they got that one punch. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's all Ryan has, but let me ask you this. What happens to Ryan when he moves up in weight, or the day that he fights somebody where that check left hook is not hurting somebody? The day his check left hook doesn't hurt somebody, what is Ryan going to rely on? Because that's like 90% of his offense, bro. It's the same reason why I was going off on T.O. I went off on T.O. not because I'm not a fan of T.O., because I am a fan of T.O. And I feel like supporting someone is being real. And I went off on T.O. for a whole hour because I have not seen, in my opinion, he has not progressed the past 4 fights. That's my opinion. Just because you win a fight clearly does not mean that you cannot see a person's flaws. If you are a Teofimo fan and you saw him fight Claggett, well, I see a lot of people say, oh, yeah, well, he broke his record and he threw more punches and he landed more and this and that. So you're telling me you still didn't see the flaws that T.O. had in that fight? Are you telling me that you did not see that T.O. still couldn't get this man out of there? You're not seeing that T.O. does not keep his hands up at times? I see T.O.'s flaws. He did good, brother. Yeah, listen, he did good. But that doesn't, listen, I expect a lot more from people that I support. I expect a lot more. And in my opinion, bro, T.O. still got the same reason why he got dropped by Kambosos and the same reason he got dropped by Sandor Martin. He still has that flaw, bro. He still has that flaw. And I just feel like if he doesn't fix it, you know, it's just going to hurt him in the future. But my whole point is that I criticize people that I support. I don't just make excuses for them. I don't act like nothing is wrong. However, I will make it clear that I do not blame certain channels. I do not blame certain channels for not criticizing fighters the way that I do. Why? Because let's be honest. Some of these channels are based off relationships that they have with fighters. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of these channels are real close with certain fighters. They're real close with fighters. They hang out with the fighters. They have interviews or whatever, right? I don't expect them. Like, for instance, the Boxing Voice. I hate to say it. I like the Boxing Voice. To me, they're like, I would look at the Boxing Voice. I give people respect too, you know? I look at the Boxing Voice sort of like the ESPN of boxing, in a way. Like, whether you like the Boxing Voice or you don't like the Boxing Voice, everybody knows who the boxing. If you're a boxing fan, you know who the Boxing Voice is. And you know that people call up to that show every day. People with different backgrounds, different mindsets, different fans of different fighters call up on that show every day, right? And you could clearly see when there is so-called biasness going on. And I've been upfront and honest about these guys. I don't have anything against Nestor Gibbs. I don't even know Nestor Gibbs. I know him a little bit through Punch. That's it. I remember one time when Punch was on the Boxing Voice and I called up and Punch said, yo, that's my boy Shadow. And Nestor Gibbs said, oh, yo, tell him to hit me up. He could come on the show or whatever, right? I never did. Because number one, I don't know if y'all know me, but I've made this clear since I started my channel. I don't mean to go off on something else, but I need to make this clear too. I've never used anybody's platform to boost me for anything, bro. Never. Do you know how many opportunities I've had where I thought in my mind I could get somebody on here or I could do whatever to kind of boost my channel? I don't do that because of my pride. That's just me. That's my pride. Like, I don't mind buying shit for people and giving people shit, but you giving me stuff, I'm a little weary because I don't want somebody to go, oh, look at what I did for you. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know if you guys ever had that in your life. Have you ever had anybody that gives you something when you're down and you're out or you don't have much, and then later on they rub it in your face? They're like, oh, you remember what I gave you when you, I don't like that. Don't give me shit then. Don't help me. Don't ever help me or give me anything or offer me a damn thing. If you're going to throw it in my face later on then I don't want it. I don't want it. And that's why I don't take shit from people. And when I started my channel, I don't mean to bring Punch up. Punch knows I'm cool with him, but I'm just using this as an example. Ryan Garcia. Do you remember when Ryan Garcia first came out with his mental illness? Do you guys remember that? Remember when Ryan Garcia first said, I'm stepping back from boxing because I got something wrong with me. And he was the first boxer, I believe, to come out with this whole mental illness shit or use it as a clear example to step away from boxing, if you remember. And it was a huge topic. It was a huge topic. And there was a live where I believe it was me, Major Key, Rap Star, Black and Brown, and Punch. And I believe we were on Major Key's channel or Black and Brown's channel. One of them. By the way, this was the live where things started going, everyone started going their separate ways. That was that famous live where everybody started, because at one point, me, Black and Brown, Major Key, Punch, Rap Star, we were all like, kind of like, just chill. I was never in a group, but I was like, I fucked with them. You know what I mean? Like, I related to them. And I've always told you that I've been upfront with people people that I disagree with. I've been very upfront. Y'all know it's no secret. Me and Black and Brown haven't seen eye to eye, but I give that man respect as far as he's an influence of why I made my channel. I don't even know if he remembers. He might not even remember. And one day I was on the phone with him and I said, yo, like, he was like, yo, why don't you make a channel? And he kind of talked me into it. So I'm very open and upfront with shit. And I remember this live. That's the live where things went left, because I believe Punch had a different view on Ryan Garcia being weak. That's what he said. Ryan Garcia is weak for having mental illness. I took a different stance because me being a veteran with PTSD, I said, "Hey, brother, hold on a second. Like, yeah, do I think people use mental illness as an excuse for things? Of course. Of course. I think there's people that say, "Hey, I'm depressed," or "I got this wrong with me," right? Or they do shit for attention, but it's no different than somebody playing the race card, okay? There are people that are truly bothered by racism, and then you got people that use the race card. There is a total difference. There's a total difference between the guy that's truly bothered by racism and the other guy who uses it as an excuse for every time something goes wrong in his life. He's late for work, blames it on racism. Doesn't get the job, blames it on racism. He slips on a banana peel, he blames it on racism. There's a difference between that guy and the guy that's truly bothered by racism. So I told Punch at that live, bro, Ryan Garcia said he's got mental illness. I don't know whether it's true or not, but I know, me being a veteran with PTSD, I know that mental illness is real, bro. I know people that have unalived themselves, bro. And I was telling them this during the live. And I remember Punch was saying, he thought he was weak. This is at that time. I'm not trying to bring up or rehash anything. I'm trying to give you an example. And that live is where things kind of like went left, in my opinion. Looking back at everything, I feel like things went left for everybody. Because not long after that, there was shit going on or whatever, right? The whole point is, in that live, I had said to Punch, "Yo, brother, I've never used your platform to boost my platform in any way." And he said to me, "Well, you should." Like, I should. I said, I'm not. I'm not going to use anybody to boost me, brother. So I don't care that I'm not monetized right now. I'm very upfront. I've been in this game for 3 years. I don't even have 1K subscribers. I'm not in it for super chats. And I'm not going to use anybody's name to boost my name at all. I make my own thumbnails. I go live myself. Any videos I make, I do myself. My PC, I built my gaming PC. Everything I do myself. It may not be much, but I could hold my head up and say, I did it myself. Ain't nobody fucking hold my hand. Ain't nobody told me anything. I remember when I didn't even know how to make a thumbnail, bro. I didn't even want to ask people to help me make a thumbnail. That's how stubborn I can be. So I don't ask people for shit. So that's why I'm very blunt, open, and honest with the way I view things. Because I know I could honestly sit here and talk to you and nobody could come out and say, well, Shadow, I did this for you. You ain't do nothing for me, bro. Nothing. So when I see the Boxing Voice, I could be honest with why I feel like they are a certain way with certain fighters. Why? I believe it's a personal relationship. The Haneys. I'll give an example. The Haneys. Just look at the Haneys. You cannot tell me that you watch the Boxing Voice and do not clearly see that they are biased towards the Haneys. You could take it however you want to take it, bro. You could take it. You could take it negatively. You could take it positive. It doesn't matter, bro. Every time the Haneys come up, they get a pass. Anytime they have an opportunity to go at Ryan Garcia in regards to that Devin Haney fight, they do it. I'm very upfront when it comes to Devin. Y'all know I play the Haney pack all the time. Shit, it's already on here.
Haney pack, nigga. Haney pack, nigga.
I play it all the time. I've been very upfront with how I feel about Devin. I don't hate Devin, but I've always been upfront and told you that I feel like a lot of his fights, he had advantages that I feel like were sort of like this may not make sense to you, but maybe it should make sense to some people. You know how some people feel like Ryan Garcia premeditated coming in overweight? Some people think he premeditated coming in overweight 3 pounds because it gave him an advantage, right? I firmly, wholeheartedly believe Devin Haney has done that for every one of his fights throughout his whole career. He premeditated, knew the opponent he was going to pick, the advantages he had, the rehydration he was going to do. He's in the snack program. He's under Victor Conti. And in my opinion, that's what I saw. And I've always called it out, and I've always been upfront about it. I have been biased towards certain fighters. I've been biased for Teofimo Lopez. I've been biased for Chris Colbert. I've been biased for Jerron in his boots. I've been biased for Virgil Ortiz at times. I've been biased for Canelo at times. But in my opinion, all those times that I was biased, in my opinion, I had a valid reason. At least in my opinion, I had a valid reason. A lot of times I stuck up for Canelo. I'm not even a big Canelo fan. I'm not, bro. I'm really not. I'm not. I stuck up for him because I felt like the people that were trying to attack him were attacking him with fighters that haven't done shit. That's why. That's why. Canelo now, I don't agree with what he's doing right now. I don't know if it's true right now. I don't know. I do know that he's in a very uncomfortable position because Canelo to me has always been in a damned if he do, damned if he don't position, bro. I always feel like Canelo's been in a damned if he do, damned if he don't. Now it's even worse. It's gotten to a point where even Canelo's own hyper fans are turning against him because they want to see him fight David or nothing. If it's not David, they don't want to hear it. And then you still got fans that don't want him to fight David deep down inside because they feel like David might beat him. So they support him fighting somebody like Eubank Jr. or fighting Berlanga or something like that. Like, if I had to pick between Berlanga, Charlo, and Eubanks Jr., right? Logically, it would be Berlanga. Why? Berlanga's at 168 and Berlanga is actually active, right? But in my heart, I don't want Berlanga to fight. Because he represents Puerto Rico and it's going to be embarrassing and he's not going to win. And I know they're going to make it about Puerto Rico and Mexico. And as much as I say I don't care about, I love who I am and I love my people, bro. Okay? I just don't play the on-code shit. But I already know how that promotion is going to go. It's going to go Puerto Rico versus Mexico. And they're going to bring up Tito Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya and all this other shit. That's all the rivalries that they have. And they're going to make it seem like Berlanga represents us, which he kind of does. But then he's going to get fucking mollywopped. It's going to be embarrassing. So I don't want to see that fight. So therefore, I say to myself, if I had to pick between Charlo, Berlanga, and Eubanks Jr., I'm going to probably go with Charlo, which sounds crazy. But, I mean, he's in a damned if he do, damned if he don't situation, bro. Canelo has put himself in that position. Canelo did that to himself. The reason why I'm going to say Charlo is because I know that there's ignorant people out there that if he doesn't fight Charlo, you know, and I know years from now, they're going to say he ducked Charlo and never fought him. But if he does fight him, they're going to say, look, he fought him afterwards when he was inactive. And it's Canelo's damned if he do, damned if he don't. He's always been like that for years now. But I don't condone, like, I feel like he's earned his right to fight whoever he wants, but I feel like there's no reason why you shouldn't be fighting David, bro. I think he could beat David. I really do. I think he could beat David. So that's a different topic. But going back to what I was saying, I've never used my or anybody to boost my platform in any way. And I do that because of just my pride. I don't want somebody saying, Shadow, I did this for you. Shadow, I did this for you. Nothing like that. D-Style asked me to go on his channel sometimes. I do it because I fuck with him. He's probably one of the rare channels that you probably see me still going to. You don't see me go on many people's channels anymore, bro. You really don't. But just to show you how loyal I am, though. How loyal I am to people that don't fuck with me or people that's never stabbed me in my back. I still go to people's platforms every once in a while to support them, whether I agree with their mindset or not. I still stop by H Money every once in a while. I know a lot of people don't like H Money. I know a lot of people don't like his topics or whatever. I still stop by because, in my opinion, he's always been solid with me. May not been solid with y'all. You've been solid with me. If you solid with me, that's all I can ask, bro. I don't, whatever you got with somebody else, whatever you got going on with somebody else, got nothing to do with me. All I know is if you solid with me. I try to keep it solid with people, bro. Once you fuck me over, I can forgive you, but I always gonna remember that you fucked me over. So in this community, I try not to accept too much help because I know that people throw it back in your face. But at the same reason, because of that, that is the same reason why I'm so open and I can criticize people the way that I do, because I got no guilt. What are they gonna say? What are they gonna say about me that they haven't said already? I've been attacked from all angles, bro. I've had Latinos say, all he does is talk about black fighters. I've had black people come up in here, talk about, you support Canelo and all this other shit. Like, I've been attacked from all angles. I've been called a fucking race baiter. I've been called fucking a dick rider. I've been called, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've been called everything under the book, bro. That shit don't stop me from what I do. And I don't take no handouts from nobody. So when I criticize Teofimo Lopez, I criticize him because I feel like I support him and I want more from him. You don't like what I say, then go live on your channel and go talk shit about me. I don't give a fuck. I know one thing. If you come here and you talk shit to me, I'll drop the link. It's no problem to me. This is online. I don't know why people are so scary anyway. No. You're talking about BTF, the dude from the LDBC, the one that got the that's on the list? No. And I know the small amount of people that's fucked with me over the years, and like, I show respect to them. That's why I started off the video saying that I know that there's people from other groups that watch me. I don't care what they do somewhere else. Oh, another reason. Let me give an example. Do y'all remember like 2 months ago? Do you remember? Speaking of the devil, I was just about to bring it up. You remember 2 months ago? This is gonna sound funny. For instance, take HLD for instance. Okay, HLD, I've always said, is part of this channel. Okay, he's always been here. I do my live. Sometimes I drop the link and I'm not having a good day, or I drop the link and I can comfortably put him on this channel and know that he could talk and I could go do something or whatever. Like, I've always said he's part of this channel. A lot of times we don't see eye to eye, but that's what makes it good. That's what makes good content. If we just agree with each other all the time, it'd be boring as hell. I think a lot of people like the fact that me and HOD talk is because we don't agree with shit. And people like to see us go back and forth all the time. I think it's good content. But, for example, 2 months ago, HOD was up on here. Who came by my channel? Southpaw. Right? I said that anybody that I've had issues with in the past, it's okay with me. It's a brand new slate. Southpaw came here. Everyone started attacking him. Obviously, in their mind, rightfully so, with everything he's done in the past. But whatever he's done over there is what he's did over there. He came here. He showed respect. He got on a panel with HOD. They started going back and forth. Right? The next live I had, people were literally telling me left and right. Yo, Shadow, you shouldn't have that man on your channel, bro. You shouldn't. And it pissed me off. It pissed me off because I felt like people were trying to tell me what to do. And I'm like, bro, listen, if the dude gets out of line, let me handle it, bro. Trust me. I'm not a bitch, bro. I'm not a bitch. If he get out of pocket, I'm a do whatever, bro. The same shit if I went to his channel and got out of pocket. He didn't get out of pocket with me when he came here. I'm not just going to do something to somebody because you want me to do something to somebody. I try to be fair and down the middle with everybody, bro. Yeah, I don't know. You got to ask HOD why him and Southpaw. I don't know. It seemed kind of personal to me. I know he's a troll. I know he's a troll, but the whole point is if you're here, bro, it is like, you know, as long as you respect me, it is what it is. Now, moving on just real quick, before I move back on to what I was going to say. On the topic of the boxing voice, the reason why I said I brought up biasness is because I feel like a lot of people aren't open with how they view things. Like, what I don't like in this community, bro, this is what I really don't like, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. It's no different than me not liking that the LDBC does what they I can't control what they do, but that doesn't mean I like it. One thing I don't like about this community is that if you criticize somebody or you criticize a fighter, literally, we are fans, bro. We are fans. We waste our time paying attention to this sport and dedicating time out of our lives to watch these boxers and support and buy subscriptions every month and buy pay-per-views whenever we buy them. We literally are dedicating our time and money towards these people. So we should have a right to criticize them. And every time we do, it's like, you look like you're a fucking hater. Or if you compliment them, you look like you a dick rider. I shouldn't have to look like I don't like T.O. because I'm criticizing T.O. I'm criticizing T.O. because I like T.O. That's why. And I'm not going to lie to myself. And in my opinion, he has not progressed. So I'm going to say why I feel like he hasn't progressed. If it looks like I don't like him, oh well. I know one thing. I know that if T.O. was to lose his next fight, I guarantee you, how many y'all think if T.O. was to lose his next fight, we'd hear nothing but excuses? How many y'all think that? Because I guarantee you that's all we're going to hear. That's all we're going to hear is excuses. And I'm just trying to avoid that as a fan. Shakur. Oh, I'm glad I'm talking about Shakur. So Shakur, I want to say this. I feel like I yesterday with Shakur, I didn't catch his fight live. I only caught the last 3 rounds. And I feel like I kind of like criticized them unrighteously. So I went back and I watched the fight again today. I'm going to be brutally honest on Shakur. I like Shakur. He's from Jersey. I support him. To be fair, he can only do what he can do with his abilities, bro. He won every round. But it's just his style, bro. It's his style. I don't blame him because I feel like he tried, but he just doesn't have the power. He doesn't have the power. And his style doesn't permit him from being that aggressive because he's always in a defensive way. Shakur is the pure definition of a defensive fighter, but he uses his offense as defense, if that makes any sense. Shakur is at his best when he's walking you down, right? He can walk you down. Make no mistake about it. Shakur can walk you down. The problem is he doesn't have that devastating power. And if you have a lot of power, he's very hesitant, which makes it even less of a fight. Did you know that there are fighters out there that throw almost 100 punches around? Do you know that? Or there's fighters that average 80, 90 punches around. Let's say 70. There's a fighter that throws 70 punches around. De Los Santos and Shakur threw a total combined, that not just Shakur, but De Los Santos combined 100 and something punches the whole fight. There's fighters that throw like that in 2 rounds. One fighter. So what I don't like about Shakur, I don't feel like Shakur is honest with himself. He won every single round. Clearly, bro. Clearly. I went back and watched it. I think the first round you could have maybe gave it to Artem, and there was probably another round where it could have been. Other than that, Shakur pretty much clearly won that fight, right? But yet he's in Jersey again, and yet he's getting booed, and yet people are walking out of the arena, right? Again. And after the fight, they ask him, so why are people booing? And what does he say? He blames it on his opponent, bro. He blames it on his opponent. He says, oh, they're not booing me. They're booing him because he didn't want to fight me. Like, I think that's ridiculous because that's the 3rd time you fought in Jersey, and that's the 3rd time they booed Shakur. So either you suck at picking opponents or it's you, bro. You can't blame your opponents every time a fight is boring, bro. And that's what he does. He blames his opponents every time the fight is boring. But yet, almost every fight is boring. So you must have bad matchmaking, Shakur. He's not a bad fighter. He's a very good fighter. And yes, he is boxing. Yes, it is hit and not get hit. It's not that. And what I don't like too is you go to channels, right? Or not even channels. Go to the comments under ESPN. Go to the comments. Go to Shakur versus Artem or whatever, right? Go underneath and look at the comments and look at what you'll see people say. You know how many people I saw say, man, these dudes don't know what they're watching, bro. It's hit and not get hit. And this and that, bro. We know that. Nobody is saying the dude lost. Nobody is saying he didn't clearly win. We're just saying it's not entertaining. That's it. That's it. And you don't have to agree, but when you got people walking out of the stadium, when there's a couple rounds left in the fight, it should tell you something. It should tell you something. He can't help it though. Like what my whole thing is this, what do you want Shakur to do? What do you want him to do? There's nothing he can do. The way his style is, it's sort of like David. Like he can't get more power. The way he throws punches and the way that he fights, he's always going to be like that, bro. He is always, Shakur is in a situation where he's always going to be looked at that way, bro. Because he's not going to walk in and knock people out with a couple of punches, bro. I still think that he could beat Tank, but I favor Tank. To be honest with you, I favor Tank in a lot of fights where I feel like if you can't hurt him, as much as people give Tank crap, until I see somebody hurt that man, I'm going to go with what I've been seeing. And what I see is a fighter that once he realizes you can't hurt him, the man walks you down, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean he wasn't running? What do you mean Artem wasn't running? No. I don't agree with that. So when Shakur says they're not booing me, they're booing him. That doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to be the elite boxer, bro. So if he's running from you in your mind and you're the elite boxer, you should be able to stop him. You should be able to walk him down. You should be able to knock him out. Blaming your opponent, it's no different than you brought up T.O. and Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah, the truth is Jermaine Ortiz didn't want to engage. In my opinion, he was on his bicycle the whole night. I still blame T.O. for not being able to cut the ring off. You got to take some accountability. So when Shakur says that every time Shakur has a boring fight, though, he blames his opponents, bro. I don't. To me, if you're an elite boxer, bro, you get let. I could understand if you was a one-trick pony. You're not a one-trick pony, right? You're elusive. You got defensive skills. You could throw punches and bunches. Like, you should be the last person talking about your opponent is the reason why you. I don't know if that's what you meant, but oh yeah, yes, HOD, you're right. Shakur said he was running. He wasn't running. And it doesn't look right when you have a person that is supposedly labeled as a masterclass boxer talking about he didn't want to fight me. So okay. You have all these skills, bro. So what are you telling me? Are you telling me every time somebody fights you? First off, let's make it clear. Let's make it clear. The reason why I get on Shakur is because I don't like people that talk to me like I'm stupid. Okay? I don't like people talking to me like I'm stupid. You ever been questioned by the police? And I don't know if you've ever been like this, but who's been questioned by the police? And you sit down in the room and the first thing they do is they try to like compliment you and all types of shit. I'm not stupid, bro. I'm not stupid. You're trying to compliment me and say all these nice things because you want something from me, right? It's like that. It's almost like that. Like Shakur sits there and talks to you like you're stupid. Nobody believes that the guy is scared of you and terrified. What is there to be terrified of? You don't have devastating power. He was stunning the guy. I look back at it. He was stunning him at times, but the dude was fighting back, bro. The dude was not running. Go back to the last 3 rounds. The dude was still trying to fight, bro. And whenever he did stun him, you know what Shakur does? When he stuns him, instead of hopping on him, you know what Shakur does? He sort of hesitates. Go back and look. He hesitates. Every time he stuns the guy, he hesitates as if he's contemplating, should I jump in and try to finish this guy? Like, I don't know, but it's Shakur style, bro. And I don't think I'm gonna tell you this right now. If he fights Tank, he's gonna fight him the way he fought De Los Santos. And even if he was to win, I'm telling you right now, mark my words. Number one, 2 things. That fight's not gonna get out of negotiations. It's not gonna get out. It's not gonna get because Shakur's probably gonna ask for a bigger ring. Tank's not gonna give him a bigger ring. Okay, that's number one. Number 2, if he fights Tank like he did De Los Santos, they're not gonna give Shakur the fight, bro. They're not. Can you really imagine him fighting Tank like he fought De Los Santos? And you think at the end of the fight, those judges are gonna give Tank? They're gonna give Shakur the fight? They're not. They're not. They're gonna give it to Tank. Not only that. At some point in that fight, I'm gonna say maybe round 8, round 9, Tank is gonna start walking that kid down, bro, because he can't hurt Tank, bro. He cannot hurt Tank. I'm telling you, he cannot hurt Tank. And I just have a heart until I see it, until I see someone go through a whole fight with Tank and walk out unscathed. Remember, Pitbull Cruz, he had one hand, and Pitbull Cruz got a chin like hell. Like, until I see someone literally not leave on their back, I'm gonna favor Tank, bro, in a fight where he's got massive punching power. He's not that bad of a boxer, bro. He's got boxing skills. Tank is elusive. Tank uses his feet. Tank got a jab. His output is lowered over the years because he's got older, but he's still a good fighter. Regardless of his resume or whatever you see. If you don't hurt the man's going to walk you down and the man's going to knock you out eventually. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. I think that's a major part of it. HOD is that he lacks the killer, like, you know, the side, like if you're constantly outlanding your opponent, right? Even at times, if you stun him, you should be able to try to close in and stop the fight, and he doesn't do it, bro. But in a way, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. even though Shakur can change the way he thinks, HLD, I don't think there's too much he could do with his style, is what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like even if he was to change his tenacity, I don't think it's going to change much, because I feel like as long as he's not knocking people out and he's not stopping people, people are always going to say Shakur is a boring fighter. And the fact that he's fought 3 times now in his hometown and people are walking out of the damn fight prior to the fight is not even in the last rounds and people are walking out, tells you something, bro. It tells you something. And yes, he's winning the fight, but just because you win the fight, bro, you know what I mean? Like, let me ask you this. I don't know how many of y'all NFL fans, right? I love teams that have defense. I love teams that can shut the other team down, right? But which one would you rather see? At the end of the game, the score is, I don't know, 6-0, 2 field goals because the defense was stopping the defense? Or would you like it where it's like Buffalo and Kansas City where the score is like 35-40, high offense, high octane game? People are always going to prefer offense. People are always going to prefer action. They're always going to prefer a high octane. At the end of the game, the score is 35-40 something. Kansas City beats Buffalo, something like that, right? They're always going to prefer that than versus a San Francisco game versus, I don't know, another team that are 2 defensive teams. And at the end of the game, the score is like 6-0, 2 field goals. Yeah, defense was shutting the defense down. People are always going to prefer high octane, high offense, high action, because they're paying money to be there and it's a sport, whether it's regular sport or it's a combat sport. So no matter what, Shakur, unless he's stopping somebody or unless he's literally hurting the dude, knocking him out, they're going to label him because of just his past and the way that his style is. So in his defense there, there's only so much that he can do. However, he could still change his mentality and he could be more aggressive, in my opinion, bro. He could still be a lot more aggressive. And at the end of the fight, when you sit there and you blame your opponent, you keep blaming your opponents why your fight is not going well. To me, it's just, you're talking to me like I'm stupid right now. You're talking to me like I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm from Jersey. I fuck with Shakur. I support Shakur. That is the 3rd time you're in Jersey. That is the 3rd time they booed. And now when they ask you, why are they booing? You sit there and you say, they're not booing me. They're booing my opponent. No, Shakur. No. They're booing the fight itself. You're in the fight. You're one of the opponents, bro. They're booing you too. And you cannot keep blaming your opponents. How come every time you got a boring fight, which is a lot, you blaming your opponents, bro? So are you telling me you have the worst matchmaking there is? You got to be brutally honest with yourself. I don't expect Shakur to knock people out like Tank. I don't expect Shakur to be stopping people under 6 rounds. I don't expect that. He doesn't have a lot of punching power. But damn it, he could at least up his output and be more aggressive, bro. Every time he stunned Artem, he backed off. Go look at it, bro. You know what he does? He makes this face. That's what he does. When Shakur stuns you, he make a face like, oh, I got you. Stop making a face and hop on the dude, bro. Stop admire. He admire. What do you call it? Like you admire your work or something? It's like he admires his work. He catches the dude with a good shot. He sits back and he makes a face, right? That's what he does. He be, oh, wow, that was good. Stop admiring your work, bro, and just hop in there and get him out. It's the same issue I got with T.O., bro. I don't like when T.O. starts doing all that showboat and shit with his legs and everything. I feel like T.O.'s doing that low-key because he's actually tired. That's my opinion. I feel like he's low-key tired and he's not trying to show people that he's tired, so he starts doing this leg shit. That's what I think T.O. does it for. Shakur, every time he stuns somebody, go back, look at the Artem fight yesterday. I watched it again this morning. He stunned him multiple times in that fight. Every time he stunned him, Shakur stopped. He made this face like, oh, yeah, right? Like he's admiring, but he did not hop on the guy, bro. So he could be a lot more aggressive, even with the style that he has. He doesn't. And I think it's because he doesn't want to get hit. And I don't think people want to watch him fight Tank, bro. People laugh when I say that I'd rather see Keyshawn fight Tank than Shakur, but that's the damn truth. That's the damn truth. As much as I'm not a big, huge fan of Keyshawn either. But if I had to pick, I'd pick Keyshawn. If I had to pick. I'm not too fond of any one of those fights, but if I had to pick, I'm picking Keyshawn to fight Tank over Shakur. I mean, I don't know what Shakur thought when they asked him, why is this fight? Why are they booing? And you sit there and you say, oh, it's my opponent. So every time you fight and they boo, it's your opponent, Shakur. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Just be real with yourself. Nobody is saying Shakur is losing these fights, bro. That's another thing too. People take it and they go, man, these guys don't know boxing, bro. These guys don't know. It's hit and not get hit. Yeah, we know it's hit and not get hit, bro. Tell us something we don't know. He's winning the fight. He's purely winning the fight. Nobody's debating whether he's winning the fight. We're just saying it's not exciting, bro. It's not exciting. He could put more pressure if he wanted to, bro. Yes, he can. Don't tell me he can't. Yes, he can. He did it with Oscar Valdez. So explain to me how he fights Oscar Valdez, who is a power puncher, who's known to knock people out, got explosive power, and he's able to be. That was a more exciting fight. He walked Oscar Valdez down, bro. He did. So explain to me how you could do that to Oscar Valdez, but then you fight De Los Santos and you both throw a combined 100 and something punches the whole fight, when there are fighters that average at least 90 punches a round. So you and your opponent averaged 100 and something punches, and there are fighters that throw more than that by the third round. By the third round, bro. Who's to blame there? Yourself? That's why, bro. How are you going to blame your opponent every time you have a boring fight, bro? And it makes it sound even worse when you are supposedly this masterclass boxer with all these skills, right? You're not a one-trick pony person like Wilder. Deontay Wilder has a right hand. That's it. Deontay Wilder has a right hand. I don't know anything else he has. Tell me anything else he has. Does Deontay Wilder have anything else? Last I checked, he doesn't have really much of anything, right? He's got a right hand. Shakur, you got a jab. You go to the body pretty well. Your hook is okay. You've got a multiple punch selection. You have good distance. You hardly get hit. You have all these things working for you, bro. All these things working for you. So when your opponent does not give you, so in your mind, okay, in your mind, you think he's not, Shakur, in your mind, you think he's running from you. Okay, everybody watching a fight knows this motherfucker is not running from you, bro. But fine. In your mind, he's running from you. You, of all people, have the skills to shut this man down, bro. To cut off the ring. To be more aggressive. The more skills you have, the less of an excuse you have for things. Do you understand that? If I'm a one-trick pony, then I could at least make an excuse like, hey, guys, what'd you guys expect, HOD? I only got a right hand. I only got one punch. He's running from me. I can't land it. What do you want me to do? But when you're a masterclass boxer with all these skills and everything like that, bro, what are you going to say? Every time you fight and it's a fucking boring fight, you're going to blame your opponent? That's why I don't like that. Bro, you're at your hometown. Listen, I'm not hating on Shakur. People in his hometown. Do you know that Newark, people in Jersey are prideful people? Like, we're prideful people, bro. Like, we support people that come from our state. We support them heavily. They're walking out of the ring, bro. Out of the arena. They're walking out before the fight is over. How is that hating on Shakur when his own people are walking out of his fight, bro? So let me ask you this. Honest question here. Because somebody came here last night and told me clearly, Shakur beats Tank. Somebody explain to me how that is. Somebody please explain that. How? Anybody? Explain to me. Explain to me how you feel a Tank and Shakur fight goes. Go ahead. How does that fight go? So you're telling me he's going to fight Tank the way he fought De Los Santos, and they're going to give Tank that fight? I mean, they're going to give Shakur that fight? Is that what you're telling me? They're not. You're not. Excuse me. They're not. No way. No way. Every opponent that Shakur fights, he blames his opponents, bro. But yet, he's labeled as this Floyd Mayweather type of fighter. That doesn't even make any sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Let's look at the rankings. Let's look at the rankings. Let's look at the rankings together. Oh, and another thing that pisses me off, bro. Another thing, I'm going to be doing a live about this too. Another thing that really pisses me off, bro. I'm tired of these dudes saying they're friends. I'm tired of these guys saying they don't want to fight each other because they're friends, bro. Nothing annoys me more than people saying they don't want to fight somebody because that is your friend, bro. You are in a combat sport, and yet these three guys right here, give it a second. These three guys right here refuse to get in the ring with each other, bro. Explain that to me. Explain to me how you all three of y'all fight in the same division, bro. Y'all fight in the same division. Y'all all undefeated. Y'all all young. And the reason why y'all won't fight each other is because you guys are cool with each other. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that. You are cool with somebody, so the fuck what? So what? You're in a combat sport, bro. I don't want to hear that's my friend. I went to amateurs with him, and I don't want to. No, what is the problem, bro? What is the problem? What is the problem here? You're getting paid money, right? He's getting paid money, right? You guys are in a sport where you're trying to be the best, right? You're trying to see who's the best in your division, who is the champion, who. The whole purpose of you fighting is to prove to yourself that you could beat everybody on earth. But yet, when it comes to you guys don't want to fight each other because you guys are cool with each other. That's what it is, right? Is that what I'm hearing? Kind of ironic that the fights that people probably do want to see, they don't want to fight. Or it's either A, they're cool with the person, or there's some other excuse why they don't want to fight him. Some other stupid excuse, right? Or they laugh it off. Oh, yeah, he wants to fight me. Oh, that's so funny. He don't really want to fight me. Anything but get in the ring with that dude. Anything. You come up with all these excuses, bro. Oh, he's joking. He don't really want to fight me. Oh, he doesn't want to fight me. Do you know what happened in sparring? I don't want to hear about your sparring session, bro. I really don't. You beat him in sparring? Good. You could beat him in real life then, right? So sign the contract and get it done. Like, what's the problem here? What are we doing here? No, because I went to amateurs with him and I'm cool with him and I grew up with him, or he helped me in my fights and we trained together. So you three are undefeated and you three are rising up in the ranks. Let's look at these boxing rankings together. Let's look at them together and see where these three are at. But yet, they don't want to fight each other, bro. Here's the shit I'm talking about, bro. Here's the shit I'm talking about. Let's go right here. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Keyshawn Davis right here. Number 3 at the WBO. Right? Keyshawn Davis is number 3 in the IBF. Keyshawn Davis is number 3 in the WBC. Shakur Stevenson is the champion, bro. Shakur Stevenson is the champion. Keyshawn is at number 3. There's no reason why they shouldn't fight, but because they're friends, they're not going to fight. Also, they made it clear the other day. That Keyshawn said out his mouth that he's cool with Abdullah Mason. Ain't that a coincidence? Ain't that a coincidence? The young kid that's sparking everybody, knocking them out, clearly running through everybody, knocking them out cold. Impeccable performances this young kid is doing. Good power, good jab, good defense, good everything. Just the kid looks damn near perfect at this point. He's stopping everybody. He's exciting. I like watching the kid, bro. I love watching this kid, bro. This kid is very promising. Abdullah Mason is very promising, but yet you guys are cool with him. Ain't that a coincidence? That's your boy, right? Is that how it works now? Is that what we're doing now? You don't want to fight your boy because you grew up with him? Oh, Abdullah Mason? Oh, that's my boy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah. That's the shit I don't like, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. So now I know you ain't never gonna fight him. That's what that tells me. I know you're never gonna fight Keyshawn. Keyshawn, you're never gonna fight Shakur. So why are you wasting my time as a fan? I know you're not gonna fight him. You just said you're cool with Abdullah Mason. So the one kid that could probably is a big threat to y'all. Y'all cool with him, right? I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Then get the fuck out of 135. Go fight in another weight class, bro. Don't waste my time as a fan, bro. It's kind of funny when I look at the rankings and I'm like, the one kid I think that could really give you guys problems, you guys don't want to fight him because you guys are cool with him. And you two are cool with each other. So is that what we're doing now? How about all the undefeated fighters in all the weight classes that are beating everybody? Let's just, hey, you're cool with me. I'm cool with you. Hey, nah, I don't want to fight him. That's my boy. So we're not trying to figure out who's the best anymore. We're not trying to see who's the best in their division anymore, right? Because everybody's fucking friends now, bro. If I was Abdullah Mason, if I was you, bro, fuck what they say, bro. I would use them as an opportunity to boost your career, bro. Because ain't no friends in this, bro. Ain't no friends in this. If I was you, you're a threat to Shakur. You're a threat to Keyshawn. I would directly go right at them, bro. Right at them if I was you. I take aim right at them. Keyshawn ain't stupid, by the way. It's kind of funny, bro, that they kind of made it clear that, like, oh yeah, I'm cool with Abdullah. Yeah. Oh, me and Shakur, oh shit, we're like brothers. Yeah. Anyone that's a threat to you, right, is like you kind of cool with them, right? Or you laugh it, or you laugh them away. Or when somebody brings it up and says, yo, he wants to fight you. That's funny. He don't want to fight me. Do you know what happened in our sparring session? They bring up something in sparring that I've never seen before. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, right? Why are you bringing up sparring? If you whipped his ass in sparring, then there should be no problem fighting him in real life, right? So why are you going to laugh it away? You're in a combat sport. You're supposed to fight to see who's the best. Why are we getting all these excuses why people aren't going to fight? Why? Why is this happening? Can you imagine like fucking NFL teams like, I don't want, we're in the same division. We're cool. Like, yeah, I like him. No. Then I don't understand, bro. I don't want to hear this shit, bro. I really don't. Yo, y'all don't find that funny to me? Like, that's not funny to you, though? That's not weird to you? That's not weird to you? Abdullah Mason, let me tell you something. Abdullah Mason is very, very dangerous. The kid on the left in the orange, for those that don't know, the kid on the left is very promising, bro. Very promising. He's got a good jab. He's got good power. He's damn near been perfect. He's been knocking everybody out. He's been starching them, bro, clean. Abdullah Mason's been running through people, bro. Yes, he needs better competition. Of course, they all do when they're coming up in the ranks. But isn't it kind of ironic and funny that Keyshawn and Shakur say they're cool with him? Oh my God, bro. This shit is hilarious to me, bro. So the dude that could probably whip your ass, you're cool, right? How about Keyshawn? You know, Keyshawn, how about the guy that beat you 4 times? How about Andy Cruz? You're telling me this guy beat you 4 times, bro. 4 times. If a person beats you 1 time in boxing, I know that shit gotta hurt. 4 times. And you have not 4 times. And when anytime they bring them up, you say what? Like, why aren't you chasing this man, bro? Who cares if he's in another promotion? We know PBC's been doing co-promotions ever since they got the new Amazon deal. Let's not act like they haven't been doing co-promotions, bro. Their first 2 pay-per-views were not just PBC. Tim Tszyu, not with PBC. Jaime Munguia, not with PBC. Jaime's with Oscar. Who is Tim Tszyu with? I forgot who Tim Tszyu's with. His own promotion or whatever. I don't even know who he's with. I know he's not with PBC. I know that ever since PBC got their new deal with Amazon, I think Steven Espinoza came out and said, we have to pay for everything. We pay for our promotion. We pay for the advertising. We only use Amazon as a platform to put our events on. Other than that, they're not giving us any money. We do all that. Ever since they've got that deal, PBC has been more open to co-promoting or finding opponents that they don't got to worry about paying. So they got to put on a good fight, right? So how do you put on a good fight without spending all that money? How do you do that? Right? If you got 2 high-profile fighters, but you want to save your money, how do you do it? Very simple. Very simple. You find an opponent that is not under you. You don't got to worry about fucking paying them. That's why with Canelo they went to Jaime Munguia. That's why with Keith Thurman they went to Tim Tszyu. They don't got to worry about paying that guy, right? And the guy's a good fighter. So Keyshawn don't got to worry about fucking Keyshawn or Shakur. Shakur's a free agent now. You ain't got to worry about, oh, well, this guy's under PBC. So explain to me how the fuck Andy Cruz beat you 4 times. You don't even mention this man. Abdullah Mason, the one kid that I think is a threat to both of you, y'all motherfuckers say y'all cool with him, bro. Oh, you cool with him, right? Yeah, you better be cool with him, right? Oh, what? So the one kid that's to me a clear threat to y'all, bro. Clear threat, bro. Y'all say y'all cool with him. Y'all say y'all cool with each other. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. You're in a fight. You fight, bro. You fight for a living, bro. You get paid to fight. This man beat you. Andy Cruz beat you 4 times, Keyshawn. 4 times. Why aren't you chasing this man? Why aren't you demanding Bob? Bob knows you're a commodity. Bob knows you're a young, undefeated fighter. They are pushing Keyshawn. Let's not act like they're not pushing Keyshawn. Keyshawn was the co-promotion yesterday, bro. Let's not act like they're not pushing Keyshawn. They're pushing Keyshawn, bro. Why aren't you going to Bob saying, Bob, this guy beat me 4 times in the Olympics. I think 2 of those times I feel like I was robbed. I want to fight him. Why aren't you like pounding on the door to try to fight Andy Cruz? Why? Why is Abdullah Mason your buddy? Why are these guys buddies? Everybody's just singing Kumbaya at the fucking 135-pound division, bro. I'm sick of it. The same way I say that Keyshawn hasn't really fought anybody either. So by your definition, there should be no excuses, right? Slight tendencies, right? This is another thing I see in boxing. There's another thing. Okay, so what's the problem? What's the problem? This is what I don't understand. I don't understand this about boxing, bro. Oh, this guy wants to fight me? Oh, fuck this guy. This guy's a joke. Then what's the problem then? What's the problem? T.O. says he wants to fight Crawford. They laugh it off. What's the problem then? He gonna send T.O. to the hospital? What's the problem? I'm just tired of everything. Everything is like gauged and tailor-made for a fight not to happen, bro. And it's disappointing. Like we're supposed to be making fights happen, not explain fights away. It makes no sense to me. We spend more time explaining why a guy shouldn't fight somebody than just putting them in the ring and letting them fight. So most fighters that people say, well, he hasn't fought nobody, right? You know how people say he hasn't fought nobody, right? Or Boots hasn't fought nobody, right? Or this guy hasn't fought nobody, right? So what do you think would solve that problem? Let me ask you, what would solve that problem? Putting him in the ring with guys, right? Let's stop saying this guy hasn't done anything and just throw him in the ring. Throw him in the ring. That you ain't gonna know until he fights somebody. What are we gonna keep saying? Oh, this guy hasn't fought nobody, so he can't fight him. This guy hasn't fought nobody, he can't fight him. Oh, so then that's just another excuse for them not to fight. So now you got he hasn't fought nobody, right? Now you laugh off people when they say that they want to fight. Now you got fans talking about, this guy wants to fight him. What a joke, right? So that's another excuse not to fight. Now these guys are fucking buddies and shit, right? Right? Oh, I train with him, and that's my boy. And now so at what point is it going to be when all 3 of y'all are going to be damn near? Keyshawn and Shakur is already a champion. Keyshawn is already ranked number 3. Abdullah Mason is climbing the ranks, bro. So at what point is all 3 of y'all gonna be what? What is Abdullah Mason gonna be the WBO champion and Keyshawn's gonna be let me see right here. Let me see right here. So Shakur's WBC. So what's gonna happen? I don't know. Abdullah Mason's gonna become the IBF champion and Keyshawn might become the WBO champion, and we're gonna have 3 champions, right? And they're gonna say, oh no, we're cool, yo. Yeah. That's my boy. I ain't never gonna fight him. It's weird energy to me, man. It's weird to me. I don't want to hear that as a fan, bro. I don't want to hear you're cool with him, bro. I don't. Then get the fuck out the division then. Me as a boxing fan, I'm trying to see who's the best. That's what I'm trying to see. I don't know about y'all. I see so many people spending time on, yo, man, who is this guy? This guy hasn't fought nobody. Oh, this guy, this is that. All these excuses on why we shouldn't see a fight. What are we doing here? What are we? And then you wonder why. Then you wonder why fights take so long to materialize. You wonder why fights take so long to materialize because of all the excuses, bro. So, explain to me I think you just said a fair point, brother, but this is my point. You're saying, what am I basing Mason being competitive off of? Okay. Number one, I can only base Abdullah Mason off of the competition that is put in front of him. That's all I can do. The competition that's been put in front of him, the kid has been damn near perfect. He's wiping them out. He's stopping them. Okay. I can only go off who they're putting in front of him. That's number one. Number two, I always take into consideration what a person's peers say. A peer, a person that's in the same career as you, a person that's in the same sport as you, the people around you, right? I take a lot of, it holds weight with me when I hear other fighters say, that kid's good. It holds weight with me because I can only go off what I see and what I hear, right? And what I see is Abdullah Mason is clearing all these kids out. I hear Shakur, I hear Keyshawn, Coach Kenny, Tank's trainer, said nothing. He said Abdullah Mason is next up. All these guys are saying this kid is good, right? And I can only go off what I see and what I hear. So I'm basing it off of that, Sly. And then on top of that, now Keyshawn is saying that's my boy. Just like he said, Shakur is my boy. That's what they're saying, bro. They're all in the same division. They're all undefeated. They're all young. Shakur's already a WBC champion. Keyshawn is ranked number 3 in the WBC. You think he's going to fight Shakur? No. He's not going to fight Shakur. These three will never fight each other, bro. And you as a boxing fan should be upset about that. I don't know what else to say. Well, so let me ask you this as a boxing fan. What good excuse do you have why these guys should not fight each other? You don't want to see friends fake, bro. They get paid though. They get paid. Money talks, man. Money talks. Money talks. Hey, is this Rap Star? It says Warp Star. I can't tell. I can't. If this is really Rap Star, what's up, brother? Money talks, bro. I don't understand why these guys can't fight each other. You want my opinion? I feel like Abdullah Mason is a threat to them guys, bro. Abdullah Mason is a threat to these guys. And I just find it kind of ironic that now Keyshawn says I'm cool with him. Just like Shakur's cool with you, right? Y'all cool with Abdullah now, right? Okay. Andy Cruz beat you 4 fucking times at the Olympics, bro. 4! Why aren't you chasing that man, bro? You can't use promotion anymore. You can't say he's with PBC. No. PBC has clearly shown you, bro, they're willing to co-promote, bro, ever since they got the new deal. So nobody can use promotions anymore. There's no more excuses why people shouldn't be fighting, bro. We spend so much time explaining why people shouldn't fight each other. Do you understand that? I saw a live where people were actually sitting there saying, why Shakur shouldn't fight this guy and why Teal shouldn't fight this guy. And I'm listening to this like, why would you do that? Why would you spend time explaining why you don't want to? Why are you watching boxing, bro? Why? I'm sorry, bro. I'm not here to see kumbaya, bro. I'm here to see violence, bro. As fucked up as it sounds, that's why I watch boxing. I watch boxing because I don't like a lot of things that go on in my life, right? And I'm going to tell you why I watch boxing. My life is not perfect, bro. Coming out of the military, I deal with a lot of shit. I deal with a lot of personal things and working all types of shit. I got family issues and all types of things, right? I like watching boxing because I see somebody get fucked up. As brutal as that sounds, that's one of the reasons why I watch it, bro. And I love the fact that people have different styles and it's a violent sport, bro. I don't like it when people die. I don't like it when people go to the hospital, but it comes with the territory, bro. I don't want to hear that's my friend, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. That's exactly what it is, Hawker. That's exactly, matter of fact, how about this? Let me show you something. Here. Let me show you something. Here. Shout out to Mills City. Here's Gervonta Tank Davis's coach, Kenny. And by the way, I'm criticizing him too. But he makes a fair point. But the same thing I'm going to give him credit for is the same shit he does with his own fighter. He's going to sit here and tell you that people don't want to fight each other and make excuses why they fight. But then he goes in the same damn interview, tells you excuses why certain people shouldn't fight his fighter. Right? And I'm saying as a boxing fan, I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to see everybody fight everybody, bro. I'm not going to spend time and spend out. Why would I spend 3 hours telling you why somebody shouldn't fight somebody when they could just fight and get it the fuck over with? Then we'll all know, right? We'll all know, right? Just put them in the ring and let them fight. Then we'll know, right? Instead of just spending all these times talking about, well, maybe you shouldn't, fight. Right? So here, let me go to when he says, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Right here. He brings up Abdullah Mason, bro. Listen to this. He's saying the same thing I'm saying, what I've been saying. I've been saying this, bro. Here. Listen to what he says here.
Zepeda, get that motherfucker name under your belt. Kid up there, he won all of
boy going gangster on me, I would turn out. Because that's it.
Why not? To take the fight right now.
Yeah.
No. That's another one.
How about this guy, William Zepeda, that's fighting tomorrow?
That's another one. Zepeda one is goddamn ain't no friends in this boxing shit, champ. Don't fall for the trickery. Don't turn down no fight that's gonna boost your career. Ain't no friends in this shit. Champ.
Yeah. So I'm bugging over here now. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. That a lot of these guys are not fighting each other under the pretense that they're cool, bro. That's all I've been hearing, bro, is I don't want to fight this guy. I grew up with him. We went to amateurs together. I know his mother. I know his father. I know this and that. We went to the barbecue together. Like all this shit. He was at my birthday when I was 10. All these reasons why they don't want to fight somebody, right? But you're in a sport where you fight people, bro.
Don't fall for the trickery. Don't turn down no fight that's gonna boost your career. Ain't no friends in this shit. Take care of everybody in your division. Abdullah Mason, you the next one up. I know talent when I see it.
So right there, he's talking about Abdullah Mason because Keyshawn and Shakur are saying they're cool with him. So what's the problem? Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. In the same interview, he explains why people shouldn't fight Tank. It's the same shit, bro. All we hear is excuses why people shouldn't fight. And I don't know why it's like that. It shouldn't be like that. I should hear no excuses why somebody doesn't want to fight somebody in a sport where people fight for a living. And people get paid money, good money. I've been calling for Keyshawn versus Tank, bro. And that's another thing. People laugh at that, right? People laugh. People go, "Oh, that's such a funny fight." Keyshawn is clout chasing. So instead of just saying he's clout chasing, just let them fight. Call his bluff. When T.O. said he wants to fight Crawford, people laughed at that and said, "Oh, he'll put T.O. in the hospital." So what's the problem then? I know a lot of y'all don't like T.O., so a lot of y'all would probably like to see T.O. get put in the hospital, right? So what's the problem? Instead, we laugh it away. We laugh it away as fans. We make excuses for these guys, bro. And I just think it's retarded, bro. Part of the reason why I like T.O., you want to know why I like T.O.? Part of the reason why? Remember when T.O. was cool with Rolly? T.O. and Rolly was like this at one point. And T.O. just one day said, "Fuck it, he ain't my friend. He ain't my friend." Now we might get that fight in the future. I wouldn't mind seeing Rolly versus T.O. if Rolly was to move up. Oh, Rolly is at 140. I'm sorry. Rolly is at 140. I wouldn't mind seeing Rolly and T.O. I think it's an exciting fight. They got history. I mean, if he did, you see what I'm saying? Everybody don't just nothing, but I don't understand, bro. I've never heard more excuses in my life, bro. Why y'all fighting, bro? Why are y'all fighting? Keyshawn is ranked number 3 in the WBC, bro. See what I'm saying? Plenty of other fights to be made, right? So why not make those fights then? Why not? What? Oh my goodness, man. Let's not watch it. Let's. Oh man, we make so many excuses. I listen. I'm not gonna lie. The only fight I've ever said I don't want to see is Berlanga and Canelo. That's because I feel like Berlanga doesn't deserve that fight. But you know what? To go back on my statement, fuck it. Let Berlanga get his ass whipped by Canelo. Go ahead. I'll see the fight now. If it makes what I'm saying not make sense, because all we spend is time saying why this guy shouldn't fight. That's all I hear, bro. This guy's in fault nobody. This guy's in fault nobody. Now these guys are saying they're fucking butt buddies, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit is crazy to me, man. Rolly said he'll never fight T.O. Shakur said he'll never fight Keyshawn. Keyshawn said he'll never fight Shakur. Keyshawn magically says now, Abdullah's my boy. That's my little bro. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yo, magically, all the people that are fighting in your division that is a threat, y'all just seem to be like this, huh? Y'all seem to be three amigos and shit. And I'm saying I don't want to hear it. Money talks, bro. Money talks. I don't know about you, but if I'm cool with somebody and you offer me $2 million to fight that guy and you offer him $2 million, I'm pretty sure we could come together and say, hey, listen, I know you my boy, but fuck it. For this fight, I might have to knock you out, brother. For $2 million, I might have to knock you out. I'm sure you understand, don't you? Yeah, I understand. I'm going to knock you out too. You see? There you go. You get paid a lot of money. I get paid a lot of money, right? Money goes to you and your family. Money goes to me and my family, right? You can buy your mom a new car, right? You can get yourself a nice new house. You go on vacation, half the world. We could shake hands after the fight, bro. We do it all the time with all our other opponents. People I hate. Damn near I hate this man. I can't stand this man for years. I fight him, and after I'm done, I hug him, right? What's the difference, bro? What's the difference? Caleb Plant and David Benavidez hated each other. You damn right. I'll beat HLD's ass for free. Sage. Why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, bro? All you've done is make excuses. Why? Every time I brought up a situation where a fighter should fight somebody, you keep saying they shouldn't fight each other. Why? Why are you doing that? But why? They're in the same division, brother. Don't you want to see who's the best? Yes, they can make the same money fighting someone else, but at some point, everybody's got to fight everybody, bro. You can't know who's truly the best if you don't fight the person, man. You're just gonna everybody that's really good, that's a threat to you, or is somewhat a threat to you. You're gonna sit there and say, "I don't need to fight him because that's my friend." We train together. It has not been that way all the time, bro. It has not. Not like this, bro. Not like this, bro. These dudes are making a fucking pact, bro. I mean, it ain't like I'm making it up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it, bro. I don't. Oh my goodness, bro. They butt buddies, bro. They butt buddies. the reason why it doesn't make sense to me is because the money that you're making, bro, how does it make sense when people you don't even like, people you damn near hate for years, y'all have a rivalry? At the end of the fight, y'all, look, the Garcias and the Vargases hate each other. Sean Garcia and Amado Vargas hated each other, bro. At the end of the fight, the first thing they did was hug. The first thing they did was hug. And they don't like each other. So imagine you and your friend and you get, I don't know, $2 million, bro. Trust me, man. It's just an excuse, man. Anyway, man, I got to end this, man. I've been going on for a while, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, man.